My name is Tom Whitehead. My website is Cuisine Thoughts. And today I'm going to do a live cooking class on making a fudge pie. It's from The Joy of Cooking, if you're interested. Now, the first thing we're going to do is you need to see a copy of the recipe. So I'm going to hold it up and you can see exactly what I'm getting ready to do. All right, now, the first thing we have to do is get the oven on. So this oven, you can never really tell exactly what temperatures your oven's on. And when I do baking, I usually do it a little less than what the recipe calls for. So today I think it calls for 325. I'm gonna put mine on 300 and we'll see what happens. So, bake. .300 start. Okay, there we go. Now, what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is going to cream some butter and some sugar together. Now, the butter has to be at room temperature. That's room temperature. Okay, so we're going to put it in the bowl. Whee! We're going to add 1 cup of sugar. And in the meantime, I have to get the eggs to room temperature. I've just brought them out of the fridge. I'm going to fill this with the cold eggs. And I've put hot water on top of it. Should take a couple of minutes to get it warm. In the meantime, we're going to whisk up our cream, our eggs, not eggs, silly, our butter and sugar. I'm doing everything by hand today, just in case you don't have electricity one time. You can see it still can be done. All right, there we've got that. Now I'm going to switch over to my spatula. That's nice and creamed. Now my eggs should be room temperature by now. So, oops, 1 egg. These eggs are from a friend of mine who has chickens. They're beautiful eggs. There. Now we need some melted chocolate, as you'll see from the recipe. Now, the melted chocolate I've got isn't the melted chocolate I usually use. I usually use a heavier melted chocolate, but this is the only one I had, and it's only a 42% chocolate. And I need 2 ounces of it, and I need to heat it up. So I'm using my scale. Measuring out 2 ounces. And if you get the chocolate in a bar form, you need to chop it up because it's much easier to melt if it's in pieces. Okay, now I'm cheating. I'm using the microwave. We'll start it at 30 seconds at 100%. See what happens. Chocolate can burn very easily. Gotta be careful with the chocolate. So, I mean, it stinks too, so don't burn the chocolate. Anyway, we'll wait while it heats up. I'm doing this live because I want you to see everything that's possibly going to happen. I don't like to edit things out. Even if it's dead time, we'll find something to do. As you can see, it's not ready yet. Another 30 seconds. And what you'll see is some of the chips are going to start melting a little bit. Then you can mix it up and it should be fine. So that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. There we go. Okay, the recipe also calls for a teaspoon of vanilla, so I'll go ahead and put that in. Cap, teaspoon, what the difference? Basically the same. And it calls for a little bit of salt. I'm going to put that in. And you can see how the edges are starting to be a little melted. We're going to do a little longer. 20 seconds this time. The other thing you want to do, if you're going to do the chocolate on a double boiler, don't get any water in the chocolate because it'll seize up, and I mean seize up, so don't do that. I found this is the safest way. Okay, doesn't look melted. But voila. Melted right down, didn't it? So you want to add that. Mixing it all together. Now the next thing we need is 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. So we need to measure out 1/3 cup. As you can see, I don't have any cup measurers, but that's okay. In these days and times, you can't get to the store. So we're making do. 1/3 cup. That's 1/2 cup. That's 1/3 cup. Add it right in. Mix it right up. And this is the time where you can let the kids lick the bowl, even though it's got raw egg. I did it all my life. Now we need some nut meats. I use pecans. I love pecans. And what you're trying to do with the pecans is you're simply breaking them up. And by breaking them up, I mean you're taking the whole pecans and just peacefully standing here and breaking them up. Simple as that. No big deal. Break them up. Get about 1 cup of them broken, not the it's not measured pre-broken, it's measured post-broken. So here we go, put that in. There it is. How long has that taken? 8 minutes to make this? Crazy, isn't it? All right, let's put it in a pan. I've got a deep dish pie pan. It says that it's treated, but I'm going to do a quick spray just to be on the safe side. Depending on how many people you have in your house that want to lick the bowl, that's how much you're going to leave in the bowl. Okay, that's what it looks like. Put it in the oven. what did I say, 30 minutes or so? Let's put the kitchen timer on 25. Start. Okay, so that's going to be in the oven. The other thing we need to do, because this this cake really, really loves it, is whipped cream. So I'm going to whip some cream while we're waiting for the cake. So how do you whip cream? Very, very simple. It's important to have cold utensils. So I've had the bowl and the whisk in the freezer. I'm going to get those out. And this is some heavy whipping cream. Put that in. And I like to put a little bit of vanilla in it. If you got any other flavoring, you can put that in, a little almond, whatever. And then I like to put a little bit of sugar in. Get a little sweet taste to it. And it's it. You can do this with a mixer, but again, why? It's not like you have something else to do. I don't know if you can tell, it's thickening up. Different stages. You can have a really pourable, or you can have a almost butter. There, you can see that. I like it a little more than that. There we go. That's what I like. I like to see little soft peaks. There. Now, if you don't use it all, put it in your coffee. It's great. All right. So that's what we're doing, the last thing. Now, this also goes well with any kind of fruit that you might have, but I don't have any fruit. I can't get to the store these days. You understand. If you had some frozen fruit, you could use that. But whipped cream, this is enough. It's perfect. Well, I'm back. My experiment didn't work. I was hoping I could talk my way through. I couldn't. Sorry. But anyway, the timer just went off. Let's see how the cake looks. Let's test it. Just a little bit of crumb, that's fine. This is better when it's a little underdone, so it's a perfect cake. I hope you'll try this cake because it really is awesome. I'm going to leave you now, and as Julia Child would say, bon appetit. I hope you'll join me next time. See you.